are going to talk about We Women. Yes, we are United We with Wendy Doyle, President and CEO of this nonprofit. And they are trying to think and do. And we'll find out what that is with Wendy right now. Hi, Wendy.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
Yeah, great to have you. I'm just sitting here reading all about you, and you've got a lot on your plate here. You're going to be doing a lot of stuff trying to help women get recognized in the workplace and to push forth the women workforce, right?
Absolutely. Our North Star at United We as a think and do tank, we are a nonpartisan nonprofit organization headquartered in Kansas City, Missouri, but serving the entire state, including in Cape Girardeau. And our North Star is labor force participation. So we really want it to be easy to create economic development opportunities for women and their families, whether that be in the workplace or as an entrepreneur. And so we're consistently investing in research as a think and do tank, and then getting to work at rolling up our sleeves and looking at some policy change that we could make. But as we were doing this work, Fawn, we recognized we need more women as a part of that conversation, which led to the solution of the Appointments Project. And so that's what we want to talk about today.
Okay, so the Appointments Project is, it's kind of like volunteering to be a voice, right?
It is. That's a great segue into really what this is. And based on a research study, we created this as a solution. And women typically think about when they have extra time to gravitate more toward volunteering with a nonprofit organization, perhaps their children's school or their church. But we're bringing forward yet another opportunity to consider, which is the Appointments Project, and that's seeking an appointment by an elected official at the city, county, and state level as a way to give back to your community. And what Missouri shows with municipalities across the state is about 35% is representative of women, and we want to see that number grow. The population in the state of Missouri is comprised of 51% of women. We'd like to see that women raise their hand and civically engage by serving on a board or a commission and give back to their community in that way.
And I know a lot of women who do, but most of them don't have children or their children are grown. You know, so when it comes down to, do I help my, with the PTA or the traveling sports team or whatever the case may be, a lot of times we women don't get to have a choice. We're just expected to do that.
Right. But, Fawn, one of the things that we learned through focus grouping women is they didn't even know this opportunity existed. And
Wow.
the second thing is how to plug in. How do you learn how to seek an appointment? And that's what the Appointments Project is all about. It's educating women on how to navigate the process and taking the mystery out of it. And then we help and inspire women to, seek out an appointment, and we are that support system behind them. One of the things that we know is that women want to be asked to serve. Mm-hmm. And you think about this, it typically is about 7 to 8 times of asking a woman to do something, and they'll be like, yeah, okay, I can do it. Whereas men typically raise their hand immediately, even if they don't feel that they are equipped or qualified, and they'll just jump right in. So that's what this is all about, is creating a network of women of like-minded, educating women. There's leadership opportunity, professional development opportunities, as being a part of the Appointments Project, but also just serving and giving back, certainly bringing expertise to the table to help, more broadly to serve the population at large.
I love that. And I didn't mean to chuckle while you were talking. I don't know if you heard that, but it's just so relevant and so true of boys and girls in general. We are just made differently. And I think of my grandchildren because I have 2 boys of my own, so, I didn't have a comparison. But now with grandchildren having boys and girls, if you ask the girls to do something, they'll think about it and say, I don't know if I can do that. The boys are like, I'm perfect. I got this.
Exactly. Exactly.
They don't even think about what they might have to do. They're just like, I'm in. It's so funny to me, just the difference, the way that we contemplate. I know some men are like that too, but it's about 90% who are. Yep, I can do anything. I'm good at everything, and I'm perfect at it. I can do
On
it.
your on point with what our data and our research report shows. That's exactly
Because
it.
I'm living it. I know it for
Yes.
to be true. So, I've served on boards before. I've served civically. I've done a lot of those things. But sometimes you run out of time. So know your limits, but find out that you can push them a little bit.
Absolutely. And one of the things, too, is now is not the time for every woman, but it may be something, get exposure now and be prepared when the time is right. Your schedule may open up. Things may look differently. But then the other thing is, too, is knowing these opportunities exist.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not you, then who? So there's other ways that you can encourage other women, knowing women want to be asked to serve. If it's not right for you at this moment in time, then encourage a woman to seek out an appointment. Mm-hmm. Certainly at the state level, Missouri Governor Mike Keogh has a number of vacancies open. It's a great way to represent Cape Girardeau community by serving at the state level on a board or commission. That's something else we explore in the program.
Well, Kehoe's Republican. Do you guys lean one way or the other?
We are a nonpartisan organization, and we don't ask the question of where you lie with your political affiliation. That is really up to the elected official to do that background check. Mm-hmm. We simply are really educating and equipping women to better serve.
Okay. And then you are like an advocate for them. So do you charge a fee? Do you have to join a group or pay a due or anything like that?
This is a great opportunity. What we're bringing specifically to the Cape Girardeau community is a program called the Appointments Project Journey Groups. This is supported by the Missouri Foundation for Health, and as a result of that investment in United We, this is a program that is free to any woman who would like to apply to be a part of. It's a 6-month program, meeting one time per month, mostly virtually because we know women are busy and can't necessarily get to a specific location. But it's an opportunity to network, build community, also, hone your leadership skills, learn about this opportunity. There's no expectation that you actually have to go on and seek an appointment. We hope you are inspired and empowered to want to do so. But this is just a great opportunity to bring a unique programming opportunity to the Cape Girardeau community. And so you can apply online at united-we.org. And we just encourage all women. The application opportunity is open through the end of the month, and we encourage all women to apply. And if for your male listeners, you know a woman that's in your circle of influence, encourage them to join us to be a part of this initiative.
The guys are like, "Where's our program?" You are the program. You already got
You're already at the table. You already have a seat at the table.
You do. Now, I know some women who have been appointed recently by the governor, and he is very open and willing to look at female candidates for these appointments, and it is true. But we women are our own worst critics, and we get in our own way. Now, a very good friend of mine, Kathy, she oftentimes tells me, she has women who have lost a job or who are looking at doing, what you're talking about or something. And they're like, but I just don't have the skills. And she's like, well, what have you done in your life? And she starts writing down all the things that they've done. And by the time she's done, your resume looks like you could run for president, because all of the things you've done in your life, you may not have gotten a degree in it, but you know how to do a lot of things.
That is the value of the program. And Fawn, you are spot on that this is women tend to undervalue the expertise and the experiences that they have that are meaningful to decision making. And the research shows when you have diverse opinions and perspectives around the table that are making decisions for the general public, for all of us, you make the best decisions for everyone. Yeah. And that's the objective here, is to get new thinking, new ideas, innovation, really comes from diverse perspectives and opinions, and that's the objective of this program.
Yeah, and come out of your shell a little bit. I mean, not everyone's like Wendy and can be a president and CEO. I'm a pit bull. I'm not someone to be messed with. I'm just not, and everybody knows it, and I'm fine with that. You either like me or you don't, and I'm good either way. It's whatever because I'm not going to change who I am. That's why it's hard for me to be on a committee or be appointed to something, because I ain't budging. I know what I think, and I think what I know. So you got to be open to conversation if you're going to be doing stuff like this. If you are that kind of woman, you would be perfect for this sort of thing.
Absolutely. And there is something for everyone. That's the key. There is a board or a commission, whether it is, your specific interest area or it's an opportunity to learn about something that maybe you are not as familiar with. Mm-hmm. One of the pieces of our research really shows that the power boards, which are more recognized as making decisions about economic development decisions, money, around finance, are sorely underrepresented by women. And that is a key point that we talk about through the Appointments Project and an objective and a strategy for the program to get more women serving on those type of boards. We know that experience often leads women to want to go on and run for elected office.
Yeah.
And that is, another wonderful outcome of the Appointments Project. We've seen a number of women who've gone through this initiative, decided appointment's not right for me, but I am ready to run for elected office. Mm-hmm. That's another positive outcome of this initiative as well.
And then you get paid. So sometimes appointments and board memberships and stuff like that, it's unpaid, it's volunteer. You just have to have time to meet when they meet, the committees, and you may have to take on some tasks. But, this United We program helps you not bite off more than you can chew. It helps you find your pathway.
Absolutely. Find a pathway, build a network, develop some professional development skills. And again, for any age, for anyone, wherever they are in their life, this is an opportunity for you.
Yeah. Ladies, listen up. There's an opportunity here, and it's free, and it's called United We. How do they go to become part of it?
Yeah, so apply today. We encourage your listeners, apply today at united-we.org/AP Journey, which stands for Appointments Project Journey. So you can find the information easily. Just a quick little application. We just really want to understand where you are in your journey. Takes about 5 to 10 minutes. And we will be in touch. We will be launching the program in August, meeting monthly through January. So we encourage your listeners to join us and be a part, and let's see some change happen in Cape Girardeau.
That's when you're launching, but how long do they have to get their foot in the
deadline? The application deadline ends at July 31st at the end of the month. So we have a couple of weeks left.
Okay. So, and by signing up, it doesn't mean you're committing to anything.
Correct.
You have a choice to make here, but put your toe in the water. See
exactly.
what happens.
Express your interest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I know a lot of women who would be really great at this who have retired early. They don't have kids. I know even women with kids who are busy but can drive themselves to and from whatever they've got to do. If you've got time, there is somewhere for you to be where you can help change the course of history, really, on an appointment or a board, and maybe even be philanthropic and help people, because I know most women want to help in some way. They just don't know where to go or what they're supposed to do.
Exactly. And again, Fawn, we know that women want to be asked to serve, so we just, again, encourage the listeners this morning to ask someone to serve in this way and apply for the Appointments Project Journey group. We want you to be a part of this movement to really bring good expertise and experience to the decision-making table to make the best decisions for everyone.
Someone wants to know how long the program is.
The program typically lasts about an hour and a half. We'll meet monthly. We typically meet virtually, so we meet women where they are. There are some in-person opportunities to meet the other cohorts of women. We will break women up into smaller groups of cohorts to really get to know one another, but then also bringing the cohorts together to meet and network across a broader community. Yeah. And we start in August, and we'll have a celebration event in January.
united-we.org/AP Journey. You can apply today. Just put as much information there as you can. And who knows, you might have a new bestie in Columbia by the time you're done with this thing. You might. It could happen.
Fantastic.
You know how women
Fantastic.
are. She's the president and CEO of United We, Wendy Doyle. Thanks for the info. I know a lot of women who gleaned a lot from that who might just be a future leader or appointee. You never know. Thanks, Wendy.
Thank you, Fawn.
Bye-bye.